Good morning, everybody. I hope you had the most wonderful 2 weeks off for Easter and you are back feeling revived, feeling refreshed and feeling energised, because here we are at the start of the summer term. Now, I have to say, I did actually order some sunshine for our first day back today. It hasn't quite arrived yet, but I have looked at the forecast avidly and I know that by the end of the week, the sun is going to be shining on us both here at East Street and over at Boston Avenue. I really hope you have had a brilliant first morning back at school, seeing your friends, catching up with your teachers, and are already really excited by the learning that you're going to do over this next half term. So today, my assembly is about a very special festival and a very special month for some of our St Mary's community, and also for lots of people all across the nation and across the globe, because today marks the start of the holy month of Ramadan. And you can see here I've put how long it lasts. So it starts today on the 12th of April and it finishes on the evening of the 12th of May. So this is a special festival, and I wonder if you know why Ramadan is when it is. Well, Ramadan is in the 9th month on the Islamic calendar, which marks an important holiday and event for Muslims. Now, a Muslim is a person who practices the religion of Islam, and we are very lucky in our St Mary's community that we have lots of people who believe in all different things, and we really appreciate the value that brings us as a community. We learn so much from other people, and I really hope during this time that you ask some questions and are able to share your experiences of Ramadan with others in your class. So why is Ramadan actually celebrated? Well, it remembers the month that the Quran, which is the Muslim holy book, was first revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. So the Quran is a very, very special book to Muslims, just like the Bible is a special holy book for Christians, and just the same as the Torah is a special holy book for people who follow the Jewish faith. So this is a month when that book was first revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, and so they take time, Muslims, to celebrate and think and reflect upon that special time. Now, Ramadan starts when the new moon first appears in the night sky. Now, the full moon then marks the middle of Ramadan, and as the moon wanes to the other side, that's when Ramadan actually finishes. And like Easter, Ramadan starts at a different time every single year. So the date it starts is also different because it depends on the phases of the moon. So at the moment, we're at the beginning, then the middle is when we have the full moon, and as it wanes, that's when Ramadan ends. So how is Ramadan celebrated? What do Muslims do at this time? So most Muslims will fast between dawn and sunset. I wonder if you know what fasting means. Maybe stop for a moment, talk to the person next to you. Do you know what it means, fast? So fasting is where you choose not to eat. You don't eat anything. So Muslims will fast between dawn and sunset. So between when the sun rises and when the sun sets. Now, Muslims use this time to devote themselves to their faith. They think about self-discipline, and by not taking in any food during that time, it reminds them of the suffering of other people. However, they do appreciate that it's not always the best for some people. So children do not fast. If a lady is pregnant, if a person is particularly old, if anyone is unwell, or if somebody is traveling, they do not have to fast because they know that actually their body needs to keep up their energy levels with nutrition during the daytime hours as well. But for everybody else, it is very safe to fast. If you think about it, your body stores lots of energy inside you all of the time. That's what nutrition gives us. Food gives us energy, and your body has lots of energy stores within it. So if ever you're at a time where you couldn't eat, you might feel a bit hungry. Nothing bad will happen to you because your body has lots of energy sources to draw upon. But they do recognize that's why fasting is quite safe. But they know that for some people, it's not ideal for your body, and so they don't have to fast. During Ramadan, though, it is common to have one meal just before sunrise and another directly after sunset. So they do eat, Muslims do eat during Ramadan, they just do not eat during the hours when the sun is up. So they have suhoor just before sunrise in the morning, and they have iftar, which is directly after when the sun rises. And families get together to share these really special, important meals. So Ramadan, for all the Muslims around the world, the hundreds of millions of Muslims use this as a time to focus their faith and also to perform generous acts. So as well as thinking about others in need, they actually make sure they are being active in doing something to make a difference. So they might raise money for charities or for maybe local charities or global charities or national charities. Maybe they collect supplies to help others in need. And obviously we said about the fasting. Now, some of those things are very similar to things we have done as a school in different situations. We had a collection for harvest, didn't we, for the SVP shelter. We did another one for Easter. We've got quite a few members of the St Mary's community. We've got 34 teachers and LSAs and a few governors who in a few weeks will be running the Race for Life to raise money for cancer research. So some of the things that you can see happening during Ramadan also happen for other people who aren't Muslims in all different ways. Many Muslims will also attempt to read the whole of the Quran at least once during Ramadan. So they also attend special services in mosques during which the Quran is read. So that's about, again, Muslims really taking the time to reflect on their faith, to focus on their faith and to grow closer to their faith in this time. And where we are, we have 2 mosques very, very close to us. We've got 2 just around the corner from our school, of which many of our St Mary's community attend. And so during Ramadan, these will really be another central hub for our Muslims in our community, focusing on their faith, and they will read and hear bits of the Quran being read. Now we're going to watch a little video from a little boy called Idris. And I want you to think about, whilst you watch this, what similarities does Ramadan have with other festivals?
Hi Newsround, I'm Idris. Ramadan is a special month for us Muslims. It is special because it is the month in which the Quran was revealed. Fasting during Ramadan is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. In Ramadan, Muslims across the world that are old enough and healthy enough fast from dawn to sunset. This Ramadan will be different because of the coronavirus. Normally, we have our meal with friends, family and neighbours, but this year we'll be social distancing and eating from home. Let's eat now.
Everything looks so good. Ooh, yum day.
Bye Layla, happy Ramadan to you too. Don't worry that you can't see your family and friends this Ramadan. You can still video call them because of social distancing. This helps not spread the coronavirus. Remember, we're all in this together. This Ramadan, you can still have fun by playing family games, making new recipes, doing the Eid cards or reading new books. But don't forget, do your bit by giving to charity or helping your local hospital, because Ramadan is all about giving. In Ramadan, we reflect, pray and meditate. During Ramadan, there is also a special night prayer that we usually go to the mosque for. Because of the coronavirus, this year we'll just be able to pray at home with our families. You can still have a fun Eid by eating yummy food, calling your friends and getting dressed up. Have a blessed Eid and a happy Ramadan. I'm Idris and you tuned in to Newsround.
So I wonder how many of the things that I'd already spoken about you noticed during Idris's Guide to Ramadan. And I think Idris made a really important point to all of us that, again, we've got another festival here, another important celebration that has had to be done in a different way because of the pandemic. Last year, Ramadan was affected because of the fact we couldn't all get together as families, and that's still happening now. But it's about, as he said, doing things in different ways. So going on Zoom with your family, sharing that iftar meal in a different way, making sure you can still have all the really special bits of this festival and of this celebration without having to give up on the real true meaning behind it. So I wonder, have a little pause now. What similarities does Ramadan have with any other festivals that you might know already? So you might have picked up things like eating special food. Celebrations are always centered around food because they involve people coming together and really sharing and feeling plentiful. And that's something that you might have picked up. But there are all different ways to celebrate festivals, and that we know the one way we might see here might be completely different for somebody else. So you might want to find out other ways people celebrate Ramadan as well as the ones you have seen here. Now, as I said, there are millions of Muslims living all across the world, and they will all be taking part in Ramadan today. And I've got some pictures here from other places and how they have celebrated it. So here's a picture here of some men praying in Afghanistan. Look at this amazing mosque there outside, and they're sharing that experience together. There are some decorations here which were put up in Cairo, which is in Egypt. How beautiful are they? We've also got Ramadan, how it is celebrated in the old city of Jerusalem. And we've got a special iftar meal here at a mosque in Turkey. Now, they're probably having to think about doing it in a different way here, but what a great time to celebrate and share together. Now, also in America, the White House celebrates Ramadan. Hillary Clinton was actually the very first person, I know she wasn't president, but she was the first lady who held an iftar meal at the White House at the end of Ramadan. And that carried on. And here is Barack Obama. There he is down here. He's here hosting his iftar meal when he was president as well. So that is something that is carried on. And it's showing how actually this is a global faith that we all have to respect, and welcoming people from all different communities into our homes and learning more from each other is so, so important. Here is a celebration. I did write it was 2019, definitely wasn't last year, but here's a celebration where they had a special iftar meal in Bristol, where so many people came together here in this market to have this meal all together. And you can see all different types of people were there. That's the brilliant thing about sharing in that community spirit all together. So we're going to have our time now to say a special prayer to think about all of those across the world right now who are going to be taking this time to really celebrate and to really reflect and to think about their faith. Dear Lord, we pray for all our Muslim friends and families. We wish them a blessed time of fasting and prayer this Ramadan. Let us take their example of showing compassion towards others as an action for our own lives. Even though it will be another different Ramadan this year, may they still find ways to connect with others. Amen. Right, I've got a special song for today, especially for Ramadan. So I do hope that you enjoy this one.
With hope in our eyes, we search through the skies, waiting for our old friend. With loved ones nearby and our spirits high, a blessed time we'll spend. In both love and in fear, to Allah we draw near, hands raised to the sky. Oh Allah, please forgive us and guide us to paradise. Ramadan is here, Allah's mercy is near. Time to give, time to share, time to show we care, 'cause Ramadan is here. All day and all night, noble words will recite, healing our hearts with Quran, revealed on the night of power, a guide for this world till the end. Like past nations have done, we'll fast for the one Creator, from Him shines all light. Oh Allah, please forgive us and guide us to paradise. Ramadan is here, Allah's mercy is near. Time to give, time to share, time to show we care. friends and family will break bread and be thankful for all we have. Spending our nights in prayer, a chance for a brand new path. A month to let go of grudges we hold, time to make it right. Oh Allah, please unite us and guide us to paradise. Oh, and guide us to paradise. Ramadan is here, Allah's mercy is near. Time to give, time to share, time to show we care. 'Cause Ramadan is here. Ramadan is here. Allah's mercy is near. Time to give, time to share, time to show we care. 'Cause Ramadan is here. Whoa, Ramadan is here.
I really hope that you enjoyed that song. And as I was listening to it again, I was writing down some of the words that were repeated and really stuck out in my mind. It said, this is a time to give, a time to share, and a time to show that we care. And those are things that every single one of us can do, whether we are of the Muslim faith and taking part in Ramadan starting today, or whether we are not. No matter what you believe, no matter who you are, everybody can be better if we show we can give, show we can share, and show that we can care. And we can do that in so many different ways. Giving doesn't always mean giving actual things. Maybe we can give somebody some time. Maybe we can be there for our friends by listening. There are lots of things that we can give. We can offer help to people in the classroom. We can help our teachers. We can help by saying please and thank you. That shows that we care. And it does say that this is a time to have hope. And that is something that all of us have really held on to over this past year, is the hope that everything can get better. And it did say, that song, that we should be thankful for all that we have. And I really and truly believe that everybody in our school is so thankful for everything that we have. So to all of those who are beginning Ramadan today, I wish you a very blessed and peaceful and prayerful Ramadan. But for every single one of us at school, adults, children, your families at home, let today be the start of something new. Here we are at the start of a new term. I want you to embrace all of that. Think about how over these next 7 weeks, you can grow as a person, grow in your learning, grow in your love, and show all of those core values in everything you do and everything you say. Have the most wonderful week. I will see you very, very soon. Enjoy yourselves.